Right. A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present here today. A very warm welcome to OPassion Singapore, Malaysia Global. My name is Jeannie Tan, your host today. OPassion was formed in November 2020 and run by a group of dedicated host team members. We had our first trial webinar on the 23rd of September 2021. And our first public webinar was on the 30th of September 2021 under the mentorship of Dr. Bill Williams. We meet on every Thursday. The mission of OPassion is to ignite passion for humanity, to nurture a mindset and leadership for passion and OBLESS, and to form passion groups for good causes. So today we have our local leader, Mabel Chan, who's going to be our speaker for tonight. So Mabel, do you have the next segment?
Yes, I have the intro again created by Kumaran. And actually today the speaker is all of us, as we can share.
Okay,
so let me first share the intro.
This is just the beginning. I'm very happy how it came out. Nothing like we planned, but it was perfect.
We go to the top with the Philippines. We go to the top with the Netherlands.
Singapore.
We go Singapore.
Absolutely. We are in Singapore. We'll make a show of it. Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, indeed.
See you at the top.
See you at the top. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Appreciate you.
Shining bright
Okay. Let me come back to all of you. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to OPassion Singapore, Malaysia Global. And we're so glad to be meeting tonight. And we're going to share, as the title goes for today, it's OFebruary. What do you think it is? And we attempt to make a summary at the end of each month on the last Thursday of what messages has been shared with us in the month. So for February, some takeaways as a recollection would be we have speakers like Jeffrey Morlock, Dr. Tunisai Ford, and Dr. John Ajongwen. So let me try to recollect and also update everyone. Where are we in with ONPASSIVE? Where are we? Now, it may not be our timing, but if this movement is of God, we are not late, because nothing can stop God or his plan, his will, and his projects. We have gone through many highs, and if we are going through any valleys, these are our strengths. This is collectively our experiences. And in February, the seemingly AI shakeup by some new startups, this to us, as we have tried to understand, these could be stepping stones for us, for ONPASSIVE, towards our destiny. ONPASSIVE is building a one-stop shop of programs and tools for businesses to enhance their businesses. ONPASSIVE is building a platform where everyone can benefit. It is revolutionary. It's changing the internet. It's changing the way businesses can be done, not just to be cheaper and faster, but in empowering businesses to reach their targeted audience. That's the key word. The big AI shakeup, even as we hear a couple of weeks ago or so, is no disruption to ONPASSIVE. Take heart, worry not, is no disruption. It can be empowering us to do more faster and at a cheaper cost. However, if this is an update, then we must mention what was or what were the disruptive to ONPASSIVE. Yes, I think it's already broadcast by our CEO. It is the employees that we have that are sabotaging, betraying, backbiting us. These are the people we say biting the hands that feed us. But no loss. We have retrieved every lost code and file. And as Mr. Ash Mufara says, we have grown wiser and become more focused in what we want to do. So this is just a little summary of what Jeffrey Morlock shared with us about AI and the internet and the so-called shake-up in January, February. As I say, today is a summary of what took place in February. And the next few minutes, I'm going to share of what Dr. Tunisai Ford shared with us about keys to financial comfort, to a level where we are comfortable financially. And this is some of my takeaways. I benefited a lot from what she shared. She said, respect and control money. And the next thing I want to say is really so key to how we manage money. It is not how much you make, but how much you can save. It's not how much you make, but how much you can save. And she gave us a formula of 50, 30, 20. If some of us can remember who are here listening to her, 50, 30, 20. 50% of whatever income you make goes into paying bills and the essentials. 30% goes into what you would like to do. That's quite generous already. I mean, to a concert, to a show, or to restaurants, things that you would like to do. And then 20% goes into savings. If you can have 25% going into what you like to do and 25% savings, even better. But here is 50, 30, 20. So 20% goes into savings, or if those who have some debt, then the 20% goes into paying or eliminating your debts. She says, don't let money control you. So with this formula, that means it let the budget and as well as control your money. Use the budget to control your money. She says health and wealth goes together. Debt is an evil enemy. Have a comfortable bank account, she says. Shake off unhealthy habits like gambling, smoking, drinking, etc. Pertaining to health, eat less junk food. And it says a healthy bank account is equal to less doctor bills, less medication and hospice bills, etc. So you can see she really shared gems with us, Dr. T, and we are so appreciative that she is our coach. So what Dr. T shared is that number one, respect and control money. Number two, health and wealth actually goes together. This is my takeaway summarizing. Number three, I have 5 points to share about what Dr. T shared. Number three is monetize your passion. This group is called ONPASSIVE Passion. And because everything is all within ONPASSIVE, so we call ourselves OPassion. And what it strikes us is that, some of us are passionate over some things. And she just gave us a statement is, what we love to do, can it be monetized? Can what you love to do help you make some money? Many can, because if you are able to do, if your career, if your work is related to your passion, they say you have not worked a day of your life, because you are just basically releasing and fulfilling your passion. So something to think about, monetize your passion. What you love to do, can it be monetized? Point number 4. Try to have multiple streams of income. Try to have multiple streams of income. Don't just work for money. Don't just rely on your available time to make money, because one day you will have less energy, because one day you may fall ill. So the general guideline is try not to use your time and your energy to work for money. Instead, let money work for you. It's all easier said than done. Huh? All easier said than done. Let money work for you. So when point number 4 says that try to have multiple streams of income, let money work for you, I can't help it but to have point number 5 called invest. Invest. To have multiple streams of income, one way is to invest your income. Noted, this next few points, we need to be mature about it. Noted that investment can result in losses. Okay? Not everyone make from their investment. We can lose our investment. But however, we should not let fear stop us from attempting to be profitable. Because there is a Bible parable for those who read the beautiful book, the Bible. There is a parable where someone has 5 coin, 3 coin, 1 coin, and the one with 1 coin buried it instead of investing it. And why did he do that? He did that because for fear of loss. For fear of loss, you know. So the Bible says towards that direction, this is not a wise thing to do. So if we have to invest to make money work for us, start small. Knowing that not every investment is profitable. So we start small, we start where we are comfortable, we start with money that we can afford to lose. Don't invest with money that you need for everyday expenses. I said it again, don't invest with money you need for everyday expenses. And if you don't have the extra to invest, so what would you do if you don't have? This is where you have to force yourself to save over time. Over time, try and save to have that little extra to invest. Take a little risk. Take a little risk. Listen to reliable recommendations and opportunities. Dr. T literally did say, you know, let money work for you, and you have to look for opportunities for money to work for you. So take some risks with your surplus funds. I mean, good time is 9:35, you know. So when I'm done, maybe those who can recall what is shared in February can also chip in with your takeaways. Our next speaker is actually Dr. John Jongben, and she took the pain and the liberty to taught us how to maximize our income with all the legitimate deductions, especially when you are operating a company. So it's a long list of 10, 15 points of things that you can capture and deduct, and so as to retain as much income as possible, almost to the point of certain things pertaining to tax deductions. The main thing he said I want everyone to know is that whether we are in business or privately keeping a record is, the key is to keep good record of expenses. Keep good record of expenses is the beginning of managing your finances. So we have 3 speakers in February: Jeffrey Morlock, Dr. Tunisai Ford, and Dr. John Ajungwan came here to bless us. And I'm almost done with my sharing, except that I just give a little summary again. Every month, Dr. T will come and enlarge our mindset growth. Why do we have it every month? Because mindset growth, mindset is a lifelong process. For us to enlarge our understanding is always be reading, always be listening, always welcome wisdom sharing, and always expanding our thinking and understanding. Don't lock ourselves in a box, but have continuous growth. Go for self-improvement courses, growth programs. And the key thing here is enjoy the process, the progress, including the waiting. Some of us can say that we are waiting in ONPASSIVE, but honestly, all the learning curve make us wiser. It's to preserve us and to put us at the right place at the right time. So let me repeat this thing again. If there's any waiting, it is actually a learning curve. And all the learning, all the patience, all the waiting is to make us wiser. And I love the way, I think Dr. T also say, is to preserve us. Like the time of learning, having our mindset mature is to preserve us, because if we cannot handle wealth, money will destroy us. And then the waiting is actually to put us at the right place at the right time. So I hope we don't go through month by month with all these precious speakers coming to speak to us, sharing precious gems. And this is a time where we can recollect and share some takeaways. So this session, if Jeannie will help, is to open up for us to share anything in their thought, to encourage each other and to share some thoughts. It could be from this meeting, it could be another meeting, something that you have heard that can be shared to enrich each one of us. So this is my takeaway from February. Thank you.
Thank you, Mabel. That was a good summary.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for compiling it. And for those of you who are new with us today, I hope you are enjoying and learning something from here. Yeah, do join us every Thursday and you will learn more as our coaches like Dr. Tunisha Ford will come and share with us every month. And we also will have other leaders to come and share, like Dr. John Jongwen and Dr. T is there. Yeah, it's mentioned already. And we have Jeffrey Morlock as well, and many others. Yeah, so do come and join us. And is there anyone who want to share something or ask Mabel something after hearing the sharing?
John.
You can raise your hand.
Yep. Hi. Let me just jump in.
John.
I like to go first sometimes. And so let me just start off and just say, I don't know about specifically February, of course, but as we listened to Mabel, she hit on all the points of things we've been hearing lately and all the encouragement from Dr. T, of course, and Dr. John, and of course Jeffrey Morlock is with us as one of our host leaders. And it's always good to get the support from these folks to help us to have our mindset in that place that's positive. Now, we know that recently we've had some serious situations, I'll put it that way, in ONPASSIVE that had to be dealt with. And so they are being dealt with. And what I would just like to say to folks is, yes, we've been waiting. Yes, it's been a while. But the thing we have to remember is exactly what Jeannie just pointed up there again, is there's things that we can do to keep ourselves in the right place and to improve ourselves. And like I say, our speakers that are here help us do that every week. And so we want to make sure that we all stay focused and to stay positive and to be patient and to always improve and learn. And like I say, we learn everything here from specific things just about how to keep yourself in a better mental state and improve ourselves. But also, we learn some good technical things, like Dr. John, they helped us so much talking about some business aspects and the tax things that when you get started, where we're going to go from here. This is all good stuff, and it's all to help us to be patient and to have a good mindset and to focus on what ONPASSIVE is all about and what we're going to be all about as we get ready to move forward. So I would just like to say that I appreciate everyone here. I always really enjoy being here. I've always felt very comfortable with everybody here. And you know, in my own life, I've had some challenges recently, and a lot of the things that I'm going through, the topics that we've had, have helped me a great deal, and I just think that it's something where I sometimes have to realize that there's some things that I need to think about and learn, and to help me to move forward and be prepared to move forward. And I think I'm getting to that point where, even though I still have some stressful situations that I'm facing, I'm trying to use those situations to give me more strength and to continue to be patient and to have a strong mindset and to get ready to move forward with ONPASSIVE. So that's about all I'm going to say. And I just want to encourage everyone to have that same feeling. And let's use our time while we're waiting to continue to learn, continue to improve, and to continue to get ready to help others. That's one of the most important things. The humanitarian aspect of ONPASSIVE is one of the most important things that we're all about. So I just want to say to everyone, I'm glad to be with you. And I want to invite everybody that's here today to continue to join us if it's possible, because this is a good place to be. It's good people, and we always learn something that helps us. That's all I'm going to say for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother John. Thank you. Well said. Yeah. Okay, I see Sister Melanie's hand. Sister Melanie, you may unmute yourself.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mabel, as well. Well shared. What you said was well shared, the pointers. Yeah, Dr. T and Dr. John, they both gave us good insights on what we can do while we are staying grounded in ONPASSIVE. So I personally took some of the pointers from both of them, and I started doing little things. I won't mention, but I started doing little things because multiple stream of income is important, because if we say we want to help other people, we want to serve, how are we going to get the income? We need to do something while we wait. So I have taken initiative myself, and as I said, I'm doing little things that will help. And at the same time, because we wait and because we don't have, we're saying we don't have. A lot of people don't have, they're waiting. But while we wait, the little that we have, we can sow a seed. A seed of $10 along with other people's seed can help, it can go a long way. Because remember, ONPASSIVE is global, and there's a global work of children actually waiting on us, a global work of people waiting on us. So we take the pointers and we do our due diligence. This is what I'm learning as I'm growing, because I still am growing financially and, everything else. So we can take some of that and put it in a basket. It can feed masses. Little that we know, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, or 15, whatever we have. When we send it somewhere else, it can help feed the masses. What we think is little for us, it's big in another place, as we were discussing somewhere yesterday. Yeah, the intentions of Dr. John and Dr. T were good ones, and even Jeffrey, here and there. Like I said, if we start now, even if we have lost things before, we can still gain, because the world is like that. Today, you may be down, tomorrow you're on a pedestal, you're set up. So it starts from us. We can't just sit and say, where are we taking it from? Where are we getting it from? We do something. Like I said, $10, $15, $20, we start, we put that. Little do we know, by the year's end or by the month's end, you have a lot, right? And times that by 12, the year, it's somewhere to start. So I'm thankful that they came on and gave us those pointers, and I'm using it. And we together in ONPASSIVE, as John Barilla said, it's humanity. So we can use the little that we have to extend it. Think of the 5 loaves and 2 fish. It seems little to the disciples, but when it was multiplied, look at how many people that were fed, right? 5,000 plus. There were fragments that were collected in baskets and shared among the people in the city. So when we think we don't have it, we do. We look around and find little ways, little things that can help us bring about that $10 or the 20 or whatever. So again, if Dr. Ford, Dr. John, they're not on, or if they're there, thank you for the insights. And I have learned and I am doing. So thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Jeannie, and all who are here for bringing on, Singapore, OPassion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Melanie, and thank you
Welcome.
for sharing. And yeah, we appreciate you for sharing with us as well, because that encourages, those who are here tonight. And as we listen to you, and we know that, yes, these are little steps that as we learn, we practice them step by step, and we will get there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Yeah, Sister Ava, you want to speak?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I would like to, first of all, to say good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all. And thank you, John, for inviting me as well. And thank you, Mabel, Jeannie, Faith, for all of you to accept me. Well, my passion with ONPASSIVE, I would say that I really have been here since quite a while now. It's almost going to be 5 years, but I've not heard because I have not attended the earlier meetings here. So I'm not very well aware of what, but to what the take that I could get from Mel, Mel and me go a long way also. From Mel, I would like to say that and suggest to everyone, yes, that what we are doing, if we take out 10, 10, 10, 10, no matter whatever the currency you are in, it's very, it doesn't hurt you much. If you take out maybe $5 for you, but like if I take out 100 talkers from me, our talker currency is known as talkers. If I take out 100 talkers and I keep it aside, so by the end of the month, I have around 3,000. So this is what I am already doing it. In Bangladesh, I go out to feed the poor people. You know, it may not be much, but at least even 30, 40 people once a month, if I could feed them and give them a good fresh meal, home cooked meal, that means a lot to them. And it means a lot to me because, you know, you get that satisfaction out of giving, you see. So from where do we get that passion, that humanity that is already in us, but ONPASSIVE has made it grow. It helps us no matter where and what we do. That's what I would like to suggest. And that is my take of this passion, that please go ahead with whatever you're doing. In small ways, invest. It may not be always feeding people, but in many other ways, you can help people. So that's it. And thank you all for, you know, listening to me.
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Ava. And we are so glad that you have already started doing, you know, putting aside small amount of money each day. And that, when you add up, like you say, it can really help a lot of people out there. And of course, not only just helping the poor, but of course, we can also do many other things. Because one of our mission in OPassion, as I mentioned earlier, is to form passion groups, different groups with different passion. Like for example, yourself, maybe one of the area you want to feed the poor. And then we have a sister from one of our host team, Sister Debbie. And she wants to go back to her country because now she's living in US, but I think she's from one of the South African country, and she wants to go back there and give them fresh water, you know, because there are some places that really do not have fresh water. Yeah, and then of course we have other passion groups as well. So in our group, right, that you have just joined us, that in Singapore, Malaysia Global, you can reach out to Mabel, myself, one of the leaders, or Faith, you know, let us know what your passion is. So what we do is we want to gather passion groups, different groups with different causes and what touches your heart. And then what we'll do is we will try to link up different groups because we are global, right? So we put different people with the same passion together. And then when ONPASSIVE is ready for us, and when the enough has come into our basket, then we can then do and put our good causes together.
In fact, just one more word. In fact, I have already, you know, this I was doing even long before I joined ONPASSIVE. But when I started, I did it on my own. It's not anybody helping me or whatever, because I get pleasure out of, you know, giving. It's always been my passion that by giving, I get more pleasure than in receiving. So what I do is that I deduct from my budget, whatever the thing, I make a cut out of it and I do it. And seeing this is what I wanted to say. Seeing this, there are people coming forward now to join me.
Very good.
Now, $25 is nothing to you. Nothing means. But $25 for me means I can feed 25 people. That's a lot of things.
Yes.
Holds a lot of, I mean, when I told this lady that, I will not mention her name because she doesn't want to be mentioned. she's also one of the ONPassivians. She told me that the next time you do it, I'm going to do it with you. So I said, okay. So when she joined, so this is how we start building up step by step. Today one has joined, tomorrow two. Then, it goes forward. So where I was giving once a month, it'll start being twice, thrice, maybe continuous. So that way we can help others as well, in other countries, not only our country.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you, sister. Okay, I see Bruce, Brother Bruce, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mabel. I'm so glad to see all of you. It's been quite a long time, but thank God that John gave me the link. I don't have a lot to say, but I'll say a little bit. One thing I'm sure of is that when you have people that are like-minded, it's very important to stay connected, because if you don't stay connected, you lose your juice. You lose your ability to stay strong in your determination. So what I say to anybody is that we have a wonderful leader named Ashma Farah, and he has a vision, and he's protecting us all and making this vision stronger and stronger. And all we have to do is stay the course and listen. In the meantime, we get to speak to one another, get to know each other more, and get to understand that one day, when Ash says, gives us to go, we're going to fly. We're just going to fly. Regardless of what it is your passion is, that passion will be developed and grow stronger and stronger, and we will find more people that have the same thing in common. I don't know when that will happen. I'm one who believes that, just like in God, if you have faith, hope is not even essential, because your faith will carry you. It will carry you when you have that belief that things will not fail. They will not fail. If you believe in God, if you believe in the power of God, we will always know that God is the one who is in charge of all of our success. And it depends on our attitude, our mindset. And so it's important to stay in shape. And that's what Ash is having us do, be in shape for the time that comes when the floodgates are released, and we will all be very happy, and we'll all be very strong, and we'll have a lot of people to come visit around the world. Isn't that wonderful to know how many people we have in this world that we can see who are brothers and our sisters? I'll get to see Mama do in his nice garments one day. He's the best dressed guy I know. I'm the best looking, but he's the best dressed. Anyway, I just wanted to say, stay the course, have faith. Remember that what we have to do is just have our own plans in mind. When our own plans are in mind, and we stay true to ourselves, we will also stay true to whatever it is we want to achieve. So with all that said, I'm very glad to be here. I'm going to try as best as I can be here more often. And I love you all, Jeannie and Melanie, Abba, John, Maple, I already said, Faith, and everybody else that's on here, even Mama Zoo. I love you all very much. And it's never a time where you should never say how much you love people. Because this is a people business, a people movements. And when we move together, we move forward strong. So I think that's enough for me today, Mabel. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Bruce. But your sound system is not so good, a bit muffled, but maybe the next visit when you share with us, maybe you check on your mic a bit. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. All right, we have Mr. Momodu. Over to you.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my beloved family. Thank you very much, Miss Mabel, all the present attendees. You know, just like what Miss Mabel has recap of everything that took place during the month of February. Yeah, she did an outstanding job, you know. For me, I just want to give more advice since we've learned a lot from the month of February. We learned from these webinars we are attending in OPassion, and we also learn a lot from others. You know, I just want to borrow their advices. For example, the one Dr. Benny had been giving us in terms of protecting ourselves. Because, you know, what is coming for us, we cannot quantify it. So therefore, the best thing we need to do is to protect our information. You know, these phones, these computers, and everything that we are using, the scammers, are these tools they are using to track us, to find a way to get our information. So we just need to be very, very careful and always try our best. Although we won't be able to overcome them, but we just need to try our best to protect ourselves, protect your information, whatever link or request you receive, whether a call uh, or a link or any piece of information that you be received, you make sure you verify it before you jump into it, because you know information is money, and what is coming for us, we just need to protect ourselves so that we'll be able to make the best use of it, because you know each and every one of us have passions that we want to do in our various communities. And thank God we've got the means, which is ONPASSIVE, that will provide us the necessary tools and the means for us to do whatever we would like to do. So for me, right now, I don't have it much. So what I'm doing right now is helping my family. You know, I came from a large family whereby I devote myself in helping them, those who are going to school, those who are sick, those who are hungry. You know, you try your best to address those issues. And when ONPASSIVE give us the means, then what I have in my mind is presently I'm working in nursing homes. In these facilities, we don't have them back home in my country. So my intention is to make sure when I have the means, I create nursing homes in my country to help vulnerable people, age, or you know, people that are in need, and also to promote the medical system. Because if we do that, then we'll be able to help our fellow human beings. As we all know, all of us are agents of our communities. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for everything you've done and still doing for us. And may God Almighty continue to guide and protect us all. And I thank you very much for allowing me to say something. You know, as you all know, I will be off the camera because presently I'm at work. But I'll be listening to comment and the amen.
Thank you. Thank you,
Some
Brother
contribution. Thank
Mumudu.
you
Thank
very much.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone else who want to share? If not, then I will pass it back to Sister Mabel.
Yes.
Okay, Sister Mabel, over to you.
Yes. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. And we want to continue to be very, very grateful for our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, who is working day and night, although he comes out seldom, but he is working day and night behind the scene to enable that whatever he is doing will be out of our expectation, as he says, you know, something that will wow us. So let's keep up the faith, knowing that ONPASSIVE is a mammoth project trying to make humanity better. So, and the will is the will of God, that the world gets better. So we continue to thank Mr. Ash Mufara. We wish him well. We wish him health, and we wish him all the blessings of a good team, of a capable team, to really bring us to ONPASSIVE 2.0, or to the level where it can just be rolled out smoothly, effectively, powerfully, to make the world a better place. So let's come, we continue to meet every Thursday next week. And if there's anyone who wants to say something, if not, we will close the night early, making this short and sharp a summary of February. Okay? Good night, everyone. See you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good
Good night,
night. God
all.
bless.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
God bless. Have
Bye,
a good
everyone.
day.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye, LNG.